All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do some latest Houston Rockets news. Going to put the mailbag on hold for either the rest of the day or until tomorrow. But if you guys enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. It really helps me out, really helps out the algorithm. We're out here uploading Rockets videos every day. 16 straight losses, man. It's not fun. It really isn't. However, there are so many bright spots. There are literally just so many bright spots. But we're not talking about that right now. You can go watch videos I've made in the past. We're here to talk about just kind of updates because been streaming a lot of John Wall just kind of inquiries. I mean, most likely John Wall will have to get surgery, or he'll have to figure that knee out by the end of the season. So, or maybe at the end of the season, whatever they decide to do. But for tonight's game, really quickly, Christian Wood got upgraded to He got upgraded to doubtful. I know it doesn't sound like much of an upgrade, but he has not played in a very long time. And I think it's safe to say everybody misses Christian Wood. We're worried that he might help us win more games, but I think we're all excited to see Christian Wood play. I don't think he'll play tonight. However, he should be back really soon. Also, some good news. Danuel House was upgraded to questionable. He's missed the last 4 games. Tonight, we play the Atlanta Hawks. They're 19-20. They're at 8th in the East. I really want the Rockets to win this game for a couple of reasons. First off, end the losing streak. And then I also, number 2, I want the Bulls to win. And yeah, I want the Bulls to make the playoffs and not the Hawks. But I would still be very, very, very content with a loss. In fact, everybody really should be rooting for a loss tonight, to just be honest. But I mean, breaking the franchise record of most losses in a row is not a fun feat. And it sucks that James Harden was traded, because you'll go back years from now and be like, oh, we had this horrible, horrible losing streak, the worst losing streak in franchise history after we traded away James Harden. But that's not really the whole case. I mean, we were still 7-1 during a stretch with Christian Wood, and we had the best defense in the NBA. So let's talk a little bit about John Wall, because this is where it's tricky. I made a video yesterday where I didn't even know about John Wall. I didn't even know John Wall got injured this badly. I know he got hurt in practice or whatever on Friday, and there was rumors that possible surgery. I wasn't really believing. I literally was not believing it until I looked it up, and it was like, oh, shit. He suffered a knee contusion in practice last week. He's still expected to play soon, but you got to address this. You got to address this. It's a surgery, or it's a knee that he's had surgery on before. So this actually goes so well with my video that I made yesterday where I was talking about just shutting down John Wall. Literally just shut this dude down, because after the trade deadline is what I'm talking about. Shut him down after the trade deadline, because first off, you only have X amount of games left. I mean, you got way less than half a season by the time March 25th comes around. And hopefully Victor Oladipo, hopefully PJ Tucker will both be gone, and John Wall, Christian Wood, they're good basketball players. Even an injured John Wall is still going to help us win games. He's averaging 21 points per game and 6 assists on just 32 minutes, and it would definitely end his season. I mean, we're 11-26. We're very unlikely to make the playoffs, and the regular season's over in pretty much exactly almost 2 months. It's really, really bad. Like I said, we're on a 16-game losing streak that it's now the franchise longest since they moved to Houston in 71. And I would so much, and I know a lot of people would agree with me, Kevin Porter Jr. and Mason Jones, this should be their time to shine, because you don't really get opportunities like what the Rockets are being given right now, where you have a whole plethora of cap space, you have a whole plethora of young talent, and you have a whole plethora. You just have a plethora of everything. We've got draft picks, we've got money, we've got young players, we've got a plethora of everything. So if our pick is top 4 protected, and this is a very loaded draft where some of those dudes are going to be legit superstars outside of the top 4 possibly. So you look at the top 4, or even look at that top 3, and you're thinking Evan Mobley, Jalen, Cade. Like, these are good basketball players that can really drastically change a team. So this is now the time. The worst part about losing, the worst part about tanking, and the worst part about the NBA lottery is that just because you're a bottom 4 team or just because you're the worst team, it doesn't even mean you're guaranteed anything. This isn't the NFL. You're not guaranteed anything. So at the same time, I can use an example of the Houston Rockets. Go back to 2000. They had a horrible, horrible year. They were blessed with the first pick in the draft, 2001. They go out and they get Yao Ming, and we all know how that story ends with Yao Ming. So that worked out quite well. Sometimes you just need to take a risk. All I'm saying is next year we go into this with a more developed Kevin Porter Jr., a more developed Christian Wood. We've got all these young players who are looking really good, like KJ Martin, hopefully Mason Jones, hopefully Anthony Aaron. But at the very least, you got KJ, you got Jayshawn Tate, you've got a lot of young players, maybe even Patton. A lot of young players that are only going to improve. And like I said, man, we have so much cap space just in the future, and we have all these draft picks. You never know what trades we could make. You never know what free agent additions we could make. And this all could possibly be done with a top 4 pick in the draft, which is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm all for shutting Wall down. I'm all for shutting Gordon down, because Gordon should be back in about 4 weeks. And 4 weeks from now, it's the same situation. It really is. It'll be 1 month away from the end of basketball. Eric Gordon's coming off probably one of his best seasons in his career, just statistically, because of all the scoring he's had to do. Like, if you want to flip Eric Gordon in the offseason or next season, I don't think he should come back and possibly jeopardize that, possibly get re-injured. He missed a lot of last year with various injuries. And when you get guys like 31, 32, and we're paying this dude $16 million a year, it's like, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let's make sure he stays healthy. That's the most important part. So I'm team shut Wall down. I'm team shut Eric Gordon down. I'm all for it. And this news about John Wall coming out with this left injury, possibly getting surgery at the end of the season, this is good for the Rockets because we still have him for a whole nother year. He could still get traded if we find a trade. Oh man, another cop or ambulance. If we find a possible suitor, it works out well. And if not, we've got 1 more year with him where he can further help lead off the bench and on the court this season and next season. So either way, it'll all be fine. That's what I love so much about the Rockets situation is either way, it will be fine. So things are looking up. It's kind of a crazy thought when you've lost 16 straight games that things are looking up. But trust me, man, things are looking up. Like I said, if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.